Hello everybody, this is Alex from Hardcorian Guys, being my guide for Bayonetta on hard difficulty. Today we're doing Chapter 11, The Cardinal Virtue of Justice. So, from the title alone, you can pretty much tell that this is going to be just a boss fight only kind of deal. Well, not really, but I mean, majority of it's going to be a boss fight, so... There is just, it's another one of the Cardinal Virtue chapters, so usually those are typically, you know, boss specific. So the first thing we have to deal with here was... We gotta deal with these angels, of course. I mean, it's mostly just basic enemies, and then, of course, the big one, which you have to go into which time to attack him. So I'd say just try to fight off the basic ones, get some dodge commands on those, because they're a little bit faster and easier to dodge, and then just go straight for the bigger guy. Now, of course, using Wicked Weaves like that from a distance does kind of help, though. I actually prefer if you can get it off on him, do it. Of course, any holy weapons you can pick up, just, you know, do what you normally do to these guys. Nothing really too troublesome, to be honest. But, speaking of being honest, I did forget about this actual fight. I thought it was just like a boss fight only, but apparently it was not. I completely mistook that, so that's my own fault there. Anyway, here we go into this actual boss. This is probably my least favorite boss. Actually, yeah, you know what? I'll say it. This is my least favorite boss in the entire game. I really hate this guy. You can destroy that plant in, like, I think, like, one hit. And what it does is if it keeps... I think it shoots out, like, some kind of sticky... Yeah, if you touch that white stuff there, or whatever it is, you actually get stuck on it. And then... This boss has many different forms of attacks. And the one that you can get witch time off of is this head dive thing right here. So I'd recommend just staying in the back, at least on this first phase of the fight. Stay in the back area of this platform and then just avoid it. Also, if you fall down, you don't take any fall damage, but you have to break out of a grab. So, yeah, you won't take damage from it, but still, you gotta break out of it regardless. You can't get witch time off those plant things from the side. It is annoying that you can't do it, but still. I do like the way that Bayonetta does fight the boss. I just don't like this boss at all. And it appears again, of course. But yeah, you can see there, I did get magic out of it, but I didn't get no witch time out of it. So the only way you can actually get witch time is if you actually fight the head itself. And of course, you know, you can use one of your instant Wicked Weave attacks from a distance as well. That could probably help you. The pattern with that smoke fog thing I've noticed is it actually likes to go from the back, like, well, I guess for this platform it's more of like it goes from the front to the back, but it moves, you know, left and right. So you can pretty much almost determine where it's going to be at if you just, you know, pay attention to it. It's really not that hard to get away from. And then sometimes they like to swipe you, and it's really obnoxious that they do that, but I say just go for as many dodges as you can. This first time we fight the boss, he's not that tough, but the second time around, like the time near like one of the ending chapters, that's when he becomes a huge pain in the ass for whatever reason. So, now with that being finally over with, I was being stupid. I thought you had to actually punch him, but then I remembered, oh wait, that's not right. You're supposed to run on the tentacle here. I don't know what happened there. I was getting afraid that I might actually fall off, but luckily I didn't. Make sure if you see anything here at all come toward your way, you dodge it, no matter what it is. If the plant thing is like even near close to you, like it's not even attacking or nothing, still dodge it regardless. These are pretty easy things to run on. Just keep running around it. And that should, you know, kind of keep you from getting hit for the most part. This is when things are going to get a little bit more trickier because now you have to avoid these two at the same time. Still no witch time off it, regardless. So just keep up, you know, keep the pounding going and then just finally get that that nice little climax there. Which this is actually pretty cool. It's not really much of a climax, but still. I actually like how she does this. Does it for every single one of these tentacle things. It's really badass. So that's one head finally down. It does have multiple heads though, and it's really annoying. Like I said, it's definitely my least favorite boss for sure. So, what I'm doing here is something completely stupid, and you probably shouldn't be doing at all, is I was running back to those other platforms thinking, you know, I could try to catch up with it and, you know, meet him pretty much halfway. Like, he'll destroy one, then I'll meet him on the other one, and that's it. But no, that's not the case. So I think that was the final one he destroyed. So after he starts, like, you know, having a temper tantrum and start blowing shit up, that's when things will change. So now the boss fight's going to get a little bit more different. Now it seems like the left one is doing the fog, and the right one's more of trying to do like this stomp attack thing too. Again, it goes from the front to the back, and that swipe attack's really obnoxious. But I think if you stay near the head, you can pretty much avoid it. I don't think it really hits you. It depends on the angle, I guess, I'm sure. I mean, that's pretty much typical of this game. So whenever that plant thing first comes down, just attack it straight away. Don't worry about the head, just keep attacking that. Now, don't be a dunce like I am and just straight up dodge right into that for some strange reason. I don't know why I did. I wasn't really thinking clearly. But yeah, you can see like if you stay in front of the head for the most part, you can avoid most of these attacks, especially that one right there. It's still dangerous. Just dodge regardless, just in case, because you never know what's going to happen. Also, whenever you start throwing this stuff down, don't jump away from it. It actually gives you a quick time event where you're supposed to grab it and throw it back. And that was something that I completely messed up or didn't even know that you could do. I thought it was like an instant, like, break platform, like you're supposed to just, keep doing that. So eventually I figured out, oh, okay, yeah, you're supposed to grab it and throw it back. That was my bad. I was being stupid. It's been a while since I've actually done this boss, so of course I would forget, simple things like that. It happens. So as you can tell, like, they're just keep going with it. And eventually I was like, wait, is this supposed to happen? Like, am I supposed to, fight back with this one? And what do you know? I was. So it's pretty much a free knockout, which I like that. And you really can't get more damage off him when he's knocked out, though, unfortunately. So you're just going to have to, kill off a bar the way the game wants you to. You can't, like, cheese this boss very much. This, like I said, this fight's easier, I feel like, than the, like, second part for some reason. Even though they really do, like, most of the same attacks, I just feel like it's just more painful. And I think he does, like, way more attacks in, like, the first phase or something. Or just more of the bullshit stuff in the first phase. Regardless, we're on this boss right now. Again, the commentary is really not that good. I can't really go into, like, full detail exactly about what I'm doing particularly. Like, if you're playing the game yourself or needed the guide for it, you probably understand what's going on for the most part. And I'm trying to do the best I can, but I'm not the best either. So, like I said, just my main tip of advice for this fight especially, if you have... Oh, my bad. If you have the attack where you can actually do, like, back forward, triangle or circle, then definitely try to build up your magic and just go from there and just really destroy this guy. That and destroy the plant first thing. And, of course, back to the boss at hand, though. Yeah, I'm, like, all over the place right now. So, now he's starting to do this weird, like, Hydra attack from, like, God of War. I don't know why. It's just really annoying. And for some reason, I can't get any dodges off this guy. Like, you have to dodge, like, at the right time just to get a dodge. Like, even right there, it looked like I dodged, but I still missed it. So you kind of have to be, like, real close to it, though. If anything, you can always take, like, a crow or a bat within and just, take the damage for it, then do the bat within, and then go from there. Like, just, stand right in front of it. But that's completely up to you guys. For the most part, not a really hard boss, but still a really obnoxious one for sure. Because of that stupid plant thing that actually, sticks around. So right here, there's going to be another rock that does come flying. I think there might be one more, maybe. No, actually, I think that's it. Okay. So it's just those two, but always be on your toes when you're playing this game, because you never know what's going to happen. The quick time events just come out of nowhere, and that's the whole point. They don't give you too many quick time events, and that's what kind of makes it annoying, is because you're not used to it. So as soon as one comes up, you're like, well, shit, that came out of nowhere. Same thing. Like God of War, it's pretty much like all the time. You kind of know when there's going to be a quick time event. But in a game like this, you never really know. And that sucks, but that's how it is. So I get some nice kill right here. I do the back forward triangle attack with my sword. Get some nice hefty damage on him, and then clean off the last tentacle, basically destroying the entire boss. And don't worry about this. He's just exploding. There's nothing to this. You don't have to dodge, nothing. You don't have to worry about anything. Well, actually, no, I guess you do. You have to do climax. What the hell am I on about? Well, I didn't think he was going to attack you. So I guess I was wrong about that. My bad. It's been like a week or two since I've actually recorded this. So I've basically forgotten almost every single thing. Now, this climax right here, I think you have to keep mashing square. Now, depending on the climax, they usually keep to the same button press. So if you know what you gotta do, like what button you need to press, you just start mashing that right away, and there you go. That's pretty much the end of this boss, the Cardinal Virtue of Justice. And I will see you guys next chapter, which will be chapter 12. And as always, take care, everybody.